There are some potent cars on the road today. And, as it turns out, the world's most influential car is the Audi R8 V10 Plus. The Audi R8 V10 Plus is a supercar that is capable of reaching speeds of up to 200 miles per hour, and it's powered by a 5.2-liter V10 engine that produces 603 horsepower. So, what's the most powerful car in the world? The answer may surprise you. If you've ever driven a car with less than 1,000 horsepower, you know how easy it is to feel the power of a car with more than that. The same is true for the management of a business. As your company grows, so does your ability to influence and change lives. To help you get started, we've compiled a list of the world's most powerful cars, from supercars to trucks to SUVs, and how much power they have. In this video, we will look at the world's most powerful cars that have a 1,000 horsepower minimum. Before, please like and share the video, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell icon for more updates. Number 12. The Rezvani Tank X, 1,000 horsepower. Well, here we are starting off our list of hyper-exotica with a freaking SUV. Or is it a tank? Rezvani has been building military-inspired Hummer humblers for a long time now, and the Tank X takes things to a whole new level. This hulking, armored monster is powered by a 6.2-liter supercharged Dodge Demon V8, and can be specified with more ludicrous gadgets than any Bond car ever had. We're talking smoke bombs, thermal vision, electrified door handles, tire-destroying caltrip droppers, and plenty more. Perfect for popping out to get groceries in the Gaza Strip. Number 11. The GMC Hummer, 1,000 horsepower. When Arnold Schwarzenegger famously convinced AM General to make a road-going variant of its M988 Humvee in the early 1990s, it immediately earned a couple of different reputations. Among die-hard fans, it was famed for its military-grade toughness. Among anyone with a green bone in their body, it was best known as the pinnacle of wasteful American gas-guzzling, no more. Early in 2020, GMC announced it was re-releasing the Hummer as an all-electric powerhouse with a truly obscene 1,000 horses and a hilarious 11,500 lb-ft of torque. Even more excessive than the originals, but with a touch more conscience. We don't know what it'll look like yet, but we suspect it won't be a car for introverts. Number 10. The Mercedes-AMG Project 1, 1,000 horsepower. Priced at $2.72 million, Project 1 is Mercedes-AMG's vision of a Formula One car for the road, and a wildly interesting machine. Its 1.6-liter turbo engine is the smallest combustion unit you'll see on this list, but insanely powerful for its size at 510 horsepower, thanks to a 90-kilowatt electric motor boosting the turbo to force-feed the engine. There's another 120 kilowatts electric motor on the crankcase, and these three motors combine their talents to operate on the back wheels. Up front, there's a pair of powerful 50,000 RPM motors to drive the front wheels as well. It's a heck of a powertrain. Mercedes says it'll get from 0 to 124 miles per hour in less than 6 seconds and top out over 217 miles per hour. Yummy! Number 9. The McLaren Speedtail, 1,036 horsepower. The spiritual successor to the brand's transcendent 1998 F1, McLaren Speedtail uses the same driver-focused three-seat cabin layout, with the driver front and center, and two passengers well back and out of the way. Conceived as a 250 miles per hour hyper-tourer, the Speedtail takes Frank Stephenson's sailfish-inspired design language to new aerodynamic heights with a super-slippery tapered teardrop tail, and flexible ailerons that hydraulically peel themselves upward when needed, in lieu of a spoiler. Amazing car. Number 8. The Naran Naran, 1,043 horsepower. Amir Naran didn't just name his car company after himself, he named the first model after himself as well. Fair enough, Naran's Naran Naran promises to fuse a GT3-like driving experience with a luxury four-seat interior, so you can hear your entire small family scream as one when you stick a boot into its 1,048 horsepower 5-liter, twin-turbo V8 and enjoy the 2.3 seconds it'll take you to hit 60 miles per hour. With some serious names attached to the project, it's sure to haul serious backside on track, and if there's one too many Narans in the name, you can even choose your own model designation as part of the customization process. Number 7. The Lucid Air, 1,080 horsepower. Well, this is a bit weird and awkward. In a list you'd expect to be populated mainly by swoopy, bajillion-dollar European exotica sits this electric four-door family sedan, weighed down by enough batteries to take you more than 400 miles on a charge. Indeed, the design focus here is more about space and luggage capacity than outright tire-frying power, and yet even with the powertrain made as compact as possible, the top Dream Spec Edition pounds out a total of 1,080 horses, giving it a 0 to 60 miles per hour sprint time of 2.5 seconds, a quarter-mile drag strip time of 9.9 seconds, and a top speed of 168 miles per hour. Probably the best number is $169,000, which is all it'll cost before tax credits. A relatively affordable way to join the 1,000 Pony Club. Number 6. Tesla Model S Plaid, 1,100 horsepower. Not to be outdone, Elon Musk quickly put together a version of Tesla's own family coupe with even more mumbo than the Air, for cheaper. The Model S Plaid does 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 2 seconds, does the quarter mile in less than 9 seconds, offers a range over 520 miles and makes more than 1,100 horsepower. Musk believes Tesla will make this thing go round a track faster than any other production car in history, although it's about 3 seconds off the mark at Laguna Seca in early testing. Still, for a $140,000 mass-produced four-door that you'd hardly notice on the road, it's the ultimate sleeper and a muscular demonstration of Tesla's amazing achievements. Oh, and by using the name Plaid, Musk has officially run out of Spaceball speed gags, so who knows what he'll call the next version. Number 5. The Hispano-Suiza Carmen Balone, 1,100 horsepower. The bootylicious back end of Hispano-Suiza's Carmen has recently jumped up a spot on this list by adding a slightly higher performance Balone variant with 1,100 horsepower instead of the original car's paltry 1,019. A monster it may be, but the reborn Hispano-Suiza company says the Carmen is as much about exquisite luxury as it is about the crass business of going fast. Possessed of gull-wing doors and peppered with design cues that hark way back to the brand's pre-1938 heyday, the Carmen uses one of the most carbon-intensive chassis designs yet seen. And whatever you might think of the wacky front of it, the backside is one of the peachiest we've seen. Number 4. The Delage D12, 1,100 horsepower. A Miami-based French entrepreneur has leased the rights to historic French brand Delage, which hasn't made a car in more than 60 years, and is resurrecting it with this 1,100 horsepower hybrid widowmaker. The new Delage D12 rocks a massive 7.6-liter V12, naturally aspirated, with a further hybrid system to boost power and responsiveness. Its tandem cabin will be a nightmare for passengers, but this is a single-minded machine with the Nürburgring Nordschleife lap record squarely in its sights and ex-F1 champ Jacques Villeneuve as its chief development driver. Yours for a cool $2.3 million. Number 3. The Aria FXE, 1,150 horsepower. California-based design and engineering house Aria threw its hat into the ring with the FXE, a hybrid hyper-GT car with an angry look to it and gaping side vents inspired by the F-22 Raptor fighter jet. It's powered by a combination of a mid-mounted, 6.2-liter, supercharged V8 and a pair of front-mounted electric motors, and it thus accelerates about as fast as a McLaren P1 or Porsche 918, hitting 60 miles per hour in 3.1 seconds on the way to a top speed of 220 miles per hour. Number 2. The Aston Martin Valkyrie, 1,160 horsepower. Who mama? The mighty hybrid Valkyrie is getting ready to roll, boasting not only one of the wildest aerodynamic underbody shapes ever seen in the automotive world, but also a magnificently excessive 6.5-liter Cosworth V12 engine that makes 1,000 horsepower all by itself, without the aid of forced induction, just so it doesn't sound like a wimpy little turbo. The very thought of it gives me chills. Of all the very, very special cars on this list, the Valkyrie is far and away my personal favorite due to its absolutely otherworldly shape and its commitment to loud, shouty hybridism. Number 1. The Zenvo TSR-S, 1,177 horsepower. You can't miss the Zenvo at a track day. It's the one with the gigantic dancing rear wing on a pair of hydraulic struts, which not only tilts forward as a big ol' air brake, but rocks wildly from side to side as you go into corners, lifting the wing up on the inside of the corner to put more downforce onto the inside rear wheel. It's a wacky kind of a gimmick, and we can't see it catching on, but the Zenvo, with its crazy supercharged 5.8-liter V8 engine, couldn't care less what we think. Put the gearbox in race mode, and Zenvo says the brutal direct mechanical power shift gear change is one of the fastest shifting powertrains in existence. Please don't wait to ask in your comments section if you have any other queries. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Please like and share the video, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell icon for more updates.